if we look at the days we're living today, compared to where we lived, when I came to Somerset earlier, the attitudes changed.
I think, I could have rushed it and met the wrong people and did the wrong things, but, I took my time, I knew what I wanted, and I think I gained from that. Decent. So I don't think, it's a learning experience as always.
It was a very good experience. Because compared to the place I used to live back in Portugal, Somerset is more rural, less populated, and different experience, language, culture shock. It was a very challenging experience, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had to challenge barriers like culture, like racism, discrimination.
Number one. Okay. So what do you think? What's the first question? First question, we'll look at that shit. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Right. So how would you best describe Somerset compared to where you lived previously?
Very slow paced, very cliquey, very much a sheltered area, not very open to new ideas, new experiences.
Okay.
So it's definitely a shock to the system when you first move here.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, like a culture shock?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because when we moved here, I think I moved when I was about 9, 10, and it was racist, but there was hardly no black people in Bridgewater at all.
It's not just the racism or discrimination from people on the street. It was also, and especially from the services, they're not prepared to accommodate foreigners. They were not prepared to accommodate
public services.
Public services. And there's still lots of challenges, actually.
Okay.
Did you have any expectations of Somerset before you moved here? And if so, how do they compare to the reality with which you are faced?
I think when I did have my expectations, but whatever your expectations are of something you don't know, it's always different, it's always wrong. And I felt when I come here that everything was going to be good, it's going to be different, it's going to be easier, but it's not. When you first start somewhere new, you think, it's a little bit refreshing, it's nice to be something new, it's new experiences to be had, but once you get down to it and everything's same old.
So that's the grind.
Yeah.
As far as the kids were concerned and that out there, it was just disgusting. For an adult, it wouldn't be so bad, but for children, it was the kids.
Is that from adults and kids as well?
Yeah, both from both respects. When they went down the shop, they always called names and stuff like that, and it weren't just younger kids; it was older kids that should have known what they were doing.
I also had the opportunity to work in different parts of Somerset, and I could see people changing behaviours, changing attitudes in charge, but not many changes in different areas like Bridgewater.
Bridgewater's a lot better than the part of London I came from. It was it's a lot worse now than it was then, but it was bad enough. We moved away for a better life, and to be honest with you, I think we've got a better life.
So it's a better quality of life.
Yeah, the people are a lot nicer. People have a lot more time genuinely for you around here. The woman that I live next door to, she said her whole family had grown up there, and all of her relatives still live in the village, and people just seem to grow there and stay there. And then they all seem to have the same kind of attitude towards the same type of things. Yeah, so
it's a mindset.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a mindset, and to shift that or change that.
Yeah, it's I just don't think it would be worth it. It wouldn't have proved worth it for my family because I would have had to go through everything that I'd overcome already. Okay. And
all the loopholes. Everything.
And to make my kids go through that unnecessarily when they're somewhere down the road that's. Yeah, I prefer just leave ignorance with ignorance. That's what my mum's always taught me.
That's a very good saying. I've never heard that
ignorance breeds ignorance. Yeah. Leave ignorance with ignorance. And what challenges and barriers have I had to overcome? Just really getting people to accept you for you and not not a colour. Like, a lot of people are a bit wary when we first moved down here, like, and they're black and they're going to be a certain way, like they like subscribe to stereotypes. And until you're in front of a black person, they don't necessarily think it's harmless. It's what they've grown up saying. How can I explain it? Yeah, but the schools should be teaching the children, because it's like generations are growing up using this lingo and not really knowing or caring what it's about, or how it affects people.
The times change and they're not moving with the times.
Right.
Do you think your experiences were easy, or do you think they were difficult? Do you think, okay, put it this way, were they specifically down to like you as an individual, or do you think any black person would have had the same?
I think any black person will have to come up against the differences that I've come up against, because it's just coming to a place where there's hardly no black people.
What challenges or barriers would you say that you've had to see?
Definitely finding good jobs and potential around here. I only like the catering industry, and trying to find a good restaurant or quality public house is difficult to find. Very much, change everything. There's nothing to gain from that, really, for me personally. And even going out sporting-wise, there's not a great deal to offer. So, without a car, it's quite hard to find anything really.
Really, that's nice, right?
And meeting people as well, because the difference in cultures.
Yeah.
What you do is a good friend and what they do is a good friend, and what you do with your time is very different compared to where I was before.
Definitely.